to engage.
Easily.
There you go.
Solid choice. Lancelot's safest choice.
Yep.
Solid choice, but within this draft, I think Onyx.
Enjoy boots on the Fredrin because I do.
Everyone's still using the tenacity. Even tenacity has
Oh!
already been nerfed, but oh, the orange buff has been stolen.
Beautiful by Nile there. This is the information that Beloy always gets in the early game, whether the enemy jungle uses the red tree on the purple buff. For the first buff, petrifying the breath of the ocean. Albertt might fall here. Thorn roll defensively with a puncture. Nile, Tortoise's Poissons running Keyboy down as a wall. Keyboy flickering out. One more shield, but Keyboy is able to dodge. A few more damage ticks from that second skill.
They're setting up for the first neutral objective. Remember, this is the first lord of the game.
Gonna be resetted. Good wall. Good barrier from Keyboy, keeping it at bay. As GEEK FAM tries to go for more. Albertt's still level 3. Despite picking up that purple buff, now goes in, and it's still Nile who takes it away. Albertt, there's no way they can test for this turtle. Onyx, though, seems like they still want to go for the poke. Sans giving vision for the team, but it's obviously going to be free for Nile. Goes for the retribution, real world manipulation, locking them down with the call. Also saves them for now. Sans running, but he gets taunted down. Keyboy getting out with the first blood will be picked up by Luke, and now that's another for a boy. Albertt still 2 levels down, jumps in with a puncture once again. Another puncture to go and reset, but Beloy's waiting in the bush. Down breath of the ocean, knocks him up, but Albertt was able to escape Nile. Still,
Gonna try to be the best jungler on this season, but look at that.
rough waves. Oh, onto Sans, a real world manipulation to take him down before the cult altar even comes down. And Onyx are losing the early game hard to the Geeks.
Nothing that they can do right now.
Let's see, CW, the crossbow attack, dodging away from the shield unity. Keyboy gets the kill. CW now going to be chained down with a blazing duet out to the back. Shadera finds a kill back. Keyboy forced to flicker defensively. And it's another win as a boy chunks Keyboy even lower, forcing him completely back. Boots trying to cancel the recalls, will be able to do so, but he's going to get chunked. He loses half of his HP, now down to a quarter. And Shadera will not give Boots the proper respect. He doesn't need to. They can just continue the siege as Boots walks up and takes even more punishment.
All right, so you just said that it's still early game, right? What are we waiting on from Onyx? Wait a second, wait, Beloyski.
Rough Waves gets out. Keyboy, wild charge, perfectly timed to the Rough Waves, and now it should be Beloy taken down. CW picks up the kill with that glorious killing notification. As Shadera tries his best to siege up top. He knows there's no crossbow tank, so there's no real risk of dying here, and he just walks back.
Dude, I think GEEK FAM, they might want to go dive this, do they not? It's a 4v3. I think it's a little too risky.
Yeah, and that's the answer actually from your question, Eterna. Because they bring Paramis and bring Wan. They need to play together. They need to stick together
To go about this, but after this laning phase, we should see a difference, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this pressure on the top side. Shadera just forcing that turret take from Onyx.
It's due to the facilitation of the team. GEEK FAM were able to just zone the Porcupines away. Shadera, whoa! Blazing Nuet to the back. CW might get solo kill. The call alter defensively. That's Keyboy with a wild charge, but Shadera gets out with a Purify. He gets caught in the barrier right now with the Rough Waves and the Breath of the Ocean with a Petrify. Locks him down. Keyboy still able to flicker out.
No
BMI,
way.
the real world manipulation from a boy with a flicker. Slays Keyboy. That's the execute and the cleanup that GEEK FAM were looking for.
What a nice backup from the GEEK FAM team, because like from the movement with Aboy using the real manipulation or even the other skills that make the Keyboy
Earlier on, we see Beloyski trying to look for an engage, but Albertt here.
Thorn rolls, Phantom Execution. That's a shutdown for Sans.
the burst damage heroes was maybe the Beloyski using the Rough Wave to aim for Albertt later. That's why he gonna need all of the defensive items.
Do you think that... Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, no way! Oh, he almost got it. That final weakness point was popped up, but Shadera. Welcome to the Chad era, ladies and gentlemen. Petrify on the back with only a Rough Waves. Not enough damage to shut him down. That's a Breath of the Ocean. Albertt with a puncture out of the Breath of the Ocean. Penalties on dodge away from Albertt. Using that Thorn Rose. Now Luke getting taunted up. Keyboy dealing some damage. There's no gold laner here for Onyx. Beloyski with a conceal. Now the Breath of the Ocean. Knocking Boots up. No Rough Waves to play with. Phantom Execution in the back and a flicker with the Appraiser's Trap, but the boy reacts to it perfectly. Now Boots with some damage. Boots very low. 1 HP. Beloy splashes him with water as he takes him down. That's a wild charge defensively. Albertt puncture. 1-2. One more hit. from Chidera. Albertt is running for the hills. He falls to a boy despite a phantom execution. And it's all GEEK Fam.
What a
And this
nice
is it.
kiting game.
Beautiful, beautiful, but at the end of the day, GEEK Fam just steamrolling over the Sky Kings. This was your MSC champions. Does the change on Kyrie into Albertt affect Onyx gameplay this much?
Oh!
The steal! What? Did he steal it?
Yeah, T-Boy! Always with the play, stole that with a barrier! And now he gets slain, he gets punished, but whenever you count them out, that's when the magic happens. CW with the Inspire still running away. Rose Gold Meteor popped in by Chidera. CW gets a bit more HP right now. Chidera running him down. Weakness points not ready. CW and Chidera, it's a stalemate. Both of them disengaged. Niles looking for the kill though. Now as Albertt jumps into the puncture, gets out, distracts GEEK. But Keyboy, my god!
That's why the Wind of Nature is there.
Okay, so finally Onyx find a CW in a comfortable position to go in for these team fights, but wait a minute.
Oh, too many mobilized from CW's first kill. Now there's only one wild charge from Keyboy! And now the call Alter as CW finds a kill onto Malloy. The real world manipulation stops them in the back. CW looking for the crossbow attack and he finds it! Oh no boy! CW with a double kill. Chidera in the back now looking for it. CW has that with a nature. That was a taunt up and a knock up. Chidera taken low. Albertt with the execute in the back. And he finds it, gets out with 1 HP. The young lord getting out to safety. The winner truncheon used up by Nile as Keyboy and Boots continue the fight. Boots able to sustain back up as CW is back to full HP. All the weakness points and now one more first kill to seal the deal. Onyx are back.
4-0, ladies and gentlemen, in that exchange. Onyx completely turning it around.
During the contest because of the damage.
Okay, Boots jumps in. Good Thorn Rose. That's a Petrify used up. Now the Alter comes down. Retreat battle. It's Albertt who wins it against Nile. Taken very low though. Albertt will be slain. He gets punished for that steal. Meanwhile, CW in the top lane finds a very good base to retake for free. And again, it's an Onyx W.
Item here in that C Halberd. What does this mean for their team fights?
Well, for now, it means that both... Wait, CW goes in very aggressively. Luke, penalty zone with a nature popped in by CW, getting out 1 HP! The co-alter saves CW, but Luke flickers forward to find a shutdown with a big hammer. And the Blazers back connecting to the back, but Nile survives with a damage reduction from the Tortoise of Poissons as Boots goes in for a taunt onto 2. A boy still able to chunk him low, to slow him down, and ultimately to take him out. GEEK Fam back again, 2-0. CW is a bit too low. I think Onyx might have to concede this Lord for free. But no, they're still staying. Boots, taunt 2 members. Boots gonna be taken down by Claudera. That's a kill that marks the end of this contest. Albertt now running back with Onyx for the hills as Luke just gets another smash in the hammer on.
That maybe Onyx needed to contest that because of their lack in range, right? When it comes to siege, when it comes to base defense, with GEEK Fam having a boy, that's a lot of high ground as well as Beloyski to try and go for that backline. And here is the process.
Real world manipulation to the back right now. Wild charge on the 4! That's a purified for Chidera, but it's too low. The co-alter grants the team a second life, but now it's all gonna be melted down as the winner truncheon was used up by Nile with a crossbow tag from CW. Connects onto the back. Oh, what a nature by Chidera to survive! And it's a penalty zone from Luke. Albertt buys the immortality, but it's a bit too late. Now CW handling the Lord. Gets all the weakness points onto Luke. A boy still chunking Sans low. But GEEK Fam will finally choose to back away. Now looking at the mid lane, Keyboy with a good smack in the face, but Chidera had that BMI planted in the back.
Never underestimate Onyx during the defensive moment. That's why they need to play the kiting game, they need to play the patient game, the waiting game.
Beloy used the Petri. That was a desperate attempt from GEEK Fam. And now it's a wild charge. Knocking Beloy up. That's a Thorn Rose. Beloy gets out with the oddity, but Keyboy's taken very low. Immortality pop in the real world manipulation still, and it forces the cold alter. Was that a penalty zone by Luke? It was. Phantom execution now onto Chidera. Good shots with the true damage on that endless battle and the passive.
GEEK Fam have no resources left though. They only have the Blazing Duet coming in from a Chidera, and his Purify is coming out really soon. Despite that though, it doesn't look like Onyx want to go for this. Keyboy looking for the proper engage. Can he find that miracle play once again?
Chidera's damage now. BMI back. CW still at full. Chidera at half. Beloy also chunked Athena's shield. They're popped in by a boy. Albertt taken very low. Phantom execution defensively, and a boy might pull the trigger with that RWM. Look at how low Albertt is. Keyboy with a wild charge onto the back. A boy buys the immortality. Inflictor's out to safety. But TW with a crossbow tag onto the back finds him. The immortality going to be sold for the winner truncheon, and the boy buys a lot of time. Meanwhile, on the back, it's still Onyx running for the hills. CW versus a boy out Chadera with a split push. And GEEK FAM have taken game 1